Yeah, how's about we something? I don't have an intro to the intro.
How's about we something?
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Punk's Talk Wrestling! On this episode, we break down everything that happened at WWE Elimination Chamber, Perth. I am R.W. Hellborn, the punk rock prince of PA, hailing quote-unquote from Philly! I am one half of the Crown, which is one half of your Punk's Talk Wrestling Inter-Universal Tag Team Podcast Champion host of the world! And always virtually by my side, 3,500 miles away in London, England. I didn't get to do it in one breath this time, but it doesn't matter. He is my tag team podcast partner. He is the other half of the Crown, which is the other half of your Punk's Talk Wrestling Inter-Universal Tag Team Podcast Champion host of the world! Mr. Did You Know, Sir King of Reels, the proper prick, CJ Newman!
That's so good. Okay. Before I even fucking get to my Did You Know, every time RW does the whole 3,500 miles away, whatever it is, I just want you all to know that I'm grinding my hips to it every single week. Just to have that image in your head. Alright?
Get that, yes.
Get that image in your head. Anyway, did you know the first ever steel cage match in history of professional wrestling happened in 1937, June 25th, between Jack Bloomfield and Count Petro Rossi. It was actually called a chicken wire cage match, and in this, the cage was actually inside the ring, and it was actually almost like a UFC octagon, but before its time.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there were no ropes involved. It was just straight up cage inside a ring, and that was the first ever cage match in history. On another note, while doing my research for this, and that I definitely think we need a cage match episode at some point, because there's a lot to
top 12 cage matches.
There's a lot to go into. Well, top 12 cage matches, but there's just variations of cages. Now we all know the infamous triple cage that WCW used to do, right? With the pyramid almost, where the top one was really small.
That's just a stinking pile of garbage.
Well, in
#garbage.
1990. So we also know that WCW used to do the War Games match as well, like the actual War Games match. Before,
Yeah, but that was actually that was thought up by Dusty Rhodes, an intelligent person who knew things.
In 1996 at WCW Uncensored, and I mean it's crazy. I mean I know a lot about wrestling. I keep finding out shit I didn't know. So in WCW 99, this is a digibonus. 1996.
Yeah. #digibonus. Right after the first.
That's
digibonus.
right. That's flowing them out today. 1996 WCW Uncensored. There was a steel cage match, which had the ring surrounded by a steel cage, with a steel cage on top of that steel cage, and with a steel cage on top of that steel cage. It was a triple steel cage match of the same size. All the cages were the same size. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You saying it reminded me that I have heard that before, but I had totally forgotten
I'm
about
definitely, after we get off this call, I'm going to go on the network and find that match, because I'm just...
Maybe I can find it on Fuck Peacock.
It's going to be a clusterfuck. WCW Uncensored from 1996, if you want to go check it out.
That should be easy to find. Actually, it should be easy.
There's your homework. So...
how's about we talk about what we actually are here to talk about?
What's that? That's when you meant to say it.
Elimination Chamber 2012.
2012?
I don't know what. 20. No. That was
last week. Yeah. Shit. Try again.
Long pause. How's about we talk about Elimination Chamber,
We are at the Optus Stadium in Perth, Australia. It only opened in January 2018. That was the opening of this stadium. Very new stadium. It holds 61,000 people, so they were just shy of a full capacity. I love the setup. I really like the entranceway. Man, what a fucking beautiful, like when the sun was going down, like that stadium looked beautiful, man.
Oh man, yeah, the colors.
Yeah, the glow.
Also, shout out to the weather.
You want to do the on-screen personnel rundown as you always do?
Yes, I do. We've got on the English commentary Michael Cole and Corey Graves, the dynamic duo. Probably the best two guys in commentary right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Spanish commentary, Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto. Ring announcer Mike Rome, and then referees Danilo Anfibio. Danilo Anfibio, I believe is better pronunciation. I don't know. Jessica Carr, Dan Engler, Daphne LaShawn, Eddie Orenga, Chad Patton, Orengo.
Yeah.
I said it wrong twice. Eddie Orengo, Chad Patton, and Ryan Tran. Brian Saxton is our interviewer, and the pre-show panel consisted of Megan Moran, Peter Rosenberg, and Sam Roberts.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Did you watch the pre-show? Because I certainly did not.
I did.
Oh, you did?
It was a great tag team match. It was glad to see Indy Hartwell get a nice hometown.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about the fact that she's from Australia, from Melbourne.
Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's kind of why they slid them in at the last minute.
Yeah.
'Cause,
a lot of people wondering why Bronson Reed was not on the card, since he is from Australia. And obviously there were people crying online about it and thinking that he was getting hashtag buried and all that bullshit. But no, he had a baby.
Oh.
So congratulations to Bronson Reed.
Yeah, congratulations, Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
It was a good match. It was a good tag team match. Kabuki Warriors won. No surprise there.
Yeah.
8 minutes and 55 seconds.
First match of the night was the women's Elimination Chamber match for the number one contendership.
Starting it off hot.
Yeah, great match. Fucking really good.
Holy shit. And the crowd, they were thoroughly behind Tiffany Stratton.
Big time, yeah. And it was great to see, man. Like, she's super young, man. She's like 24 years old.
She was technically the only heel in the match.
She was the only heel in the match.
She was the only heel in the match, and she had the most fire behind her.
Yeah.
Like everybody was happy people were cheering and happy that Becky Lynch won. Everybody looked fantastic.
Yeah, I mean Tiffany Stratton, she did a senton bomb off the top of the pod onto everyone, which was a great moment, and like we had like the crazy sunset flip from Naomi as well. Great, really, really, really fucking good match. Probably one of the best women's Elimination Chambers there've been, far as my memory would say.
I would say, yeah. I think with the talent you had in there, I mean, Liv Morgan just in the last month since she's been back at the Royal Rumble. I love this. I love this version of Liv. Like it seems like it's the most natural.
Yeah, it is. It definitely.
Progression.
She's definitely doing. It feels like she's getting to do what she wants to do. Like she's got a belief in a character and she wants to go run with it, and she's getting the chance to.
But she's also got enough. She now has enough ammunition against other people to make this is where the long-term storytelling is best, is because all of those injuries from the people that set her back, that it gives her a reason to be vindictive against Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, exactly. They used to be partners at one point.
It gives her reason. Yeah.
Same with the Raquel Rodriguez. Liv and Raquel were tag team partners for a while as well.
There's the longer you stay with things, the more things you can pull from to make a story more compelling.
Yeah.
And her, Bianca Belair, of course, looks like maximum amount of dollars.
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah. Oh wait, what? 32 minutes 15 seconds
Yeah.
of the women's elimination chamber match. Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
And Becky Lynch's facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Fucking can't wait. I hope it's, I hope it's day 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. Next match was a fucking. Oh man, what a fucking tag team match that was! I did not expect.
You want to talk about tag team wrestling? This is tag team wrestling.
I mean, look at who's in this match, but I didn't expect it to be. I didn't expect him to have this amount of time. I didn't expect them for this match to be this good. Like,
I did not expect to question how many times I thought the match was going to be
exactly
over.
The New Catch Republic, great tag team name by the way, but New Catch Republic, right? Yeah.
Which is
well, it's funny because I can't remember exactly what Michael Cole or Graves said, but they said something along the long lines of like. The New Catch Republic sounds like a women's clothing brand or something.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, they said that during their entrance. I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, I mean, Judgment. Yeah, Finn Balor, Damian Priest versus Pete Dunne, Taylor Bate. Man, fucking just great tag team wrestling. Great spots, great moments. Everyone looked incredible.
Oh, when Tyler Bate did his crazy like rebound arm thing off the first rope from the outside.
Yeah.
That was a great little use
man.
of it.
So good.
You know, I don't want him to get too reliant on it because I see him there. He started doing it a little too much.
Right, I get
I'm like,
you.
Dude, don't get into that Dean Ambrose.
I was
thing
about
where
to
you're
say Dean Ambrose. Yeah,
doing it Dean Ambrose started doing it like fucking 4 times in a match.
Yeah, he would do it a lot.
Like, dude, it really is only cool when you do it that one time that it matters.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know.
But I mean, what a fucking great match, man. I mean, we had some brilliant Dominic chants, such as "Dom is a wanker."
Oh yeah, did you? They had to cut the
screen
video,
black, because apparently
the screen black for like because the whole front row was
flipping him off.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant.
He's man, we've heard Dom talk on the mic before, and obviously the crowd boos. But my God, you couldn't hear him.
Like a stadium full.
You couldn't hear him. The thing is though with Dom, like he's great. He's a great character. He's a great wrestler. He's over as hell as a heel. Brilliant.
Great, but, a better son than his father deserves.
Yeah.
A far better son
the only issue is
dad deserves.
Right now, Finn Balor and Damian Priest are both obviously got the tag team champions, and they're on their way to, probably to WrestleMania to face whoever, likely DIY, I'd say. Then we've got Rhea Ripley. She's the women's champion, heavily involved with everything, and she's obviously got Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I just don't know where that leaves Dominic Mysterio. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where that.
It leaves Dominic Mysterio to face Gunther for the Intercontinental title.
Maybe,
dude. Dude, imagine
him beating.
Imagine the visceral reaction if Dominic Mysterio is the one, because you've got Judgment Day there to fight like the shenanigans, which means you're going to have all of Imperium there.
Yeah.
But there's more Judgment Day than there are Imperium. We could, we don't know who Gunther is going to face. So yet we don't have that that path is not clear.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. Anyway, that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Fucking grip build. Yeah. 17 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
17 minutes.
Great
and
fucking tag match. Yeah. I definitely a
Everything
dark horse. Definitely a dark horse. Obviously, everyone was talking about the Elimination Chamber matches and the main event going into this match, but I don't think anyone was really talking about the tag team title match. So here we are.
I don't know anything else. I don't think there's anything else to say about that other than just how
just a fucking great match.
It was again.
After that, we went into the Grayson Waller effect. Which started off obviously with Austin Theory in the ring, and he's being Austin Theory, and out comes Grayson Waller, and basically the big thing we get from this segment is, I mean, I don't know. There's a few things. First of all, I don't trust Seth Rollins at all. Not one fucking bit. I now think he's gonna fucking screw over Cody Rhodes. I feel it in my bones.
Yeah. He's dropped a few like Shield hints and things like that.
Yeah, but it's just
but
like
he's really overplaying. He's really getting too
pally.
He sounds like his character sounds like he's trying too hard to convince you.
Yeah.
You know? Like exactly there's sort of like it's sort of the Carmelo and Trick Williams thing of like, no man, I'm telling you, I got your back with this. I'm telling you, I've got your back. Even though you're not even asking me for it. Like, Cody is not, Cody wasn't trying to get Seth to give. Seth is intentionally injecting himself.
Yeah.
Into this. And it's partially because he still can't beat Cody Rhodes.
Well, I think the big thing that out of this is like, we had that promo on Raw with Cody and Seth, and obviously Seth was trying to convince Cody to go for the World Heavyweight Championship because it was the Workhorse Championship and everything like that. Really good promo, and obviously Cody, like a week later, was just like, nah, you're all right, and just went with the other championship. And it's only going to make Seth feel like that his championship and him himself is second rate. He's second best.
And they're purposefully doing that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. So why would Seth not want to go, fuck you, Cody? Like,
yeah, you had a chance.
You had a chance for this championship, and now you decided to go for the other one, making this feel less than.
And isn't it funny how it's becoming? Cody Rhodes is pissing everybody off with this story.
Yeah,
having to finish. The Rock is pissed off. Everybody's pissed off at him because he keeps screwing around with everybody else's shit.
Yeah,
not making him being so undecided and like that. I think that certainly played into it too because.
Yeah. Another few. So there was a great moment, I don't know if you spotted this, when Seth Rollins was making his entrance and he was standing in the ring, like letting the people chant his theme. Mm-hmm. Austin Theory was standing there yawning, and then he started to count his own abs because he was bored.
I didn't catch that.
So but that good. He was just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he started again because he lost count.
But you know what? That's a topic to bring up that I noticed has been going on. A lot of people, they're so good at staying in character when it's not about them at the moment.
Yeah.
Without trying to interject themselves.
Yeah.
They're just being themselves, and that's a very Austin Theory thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of just standing in the corner doing nothing, waiting for your cue.
Yeah.
He's eventually and we see it with how everybody was acting while they were inside the cage.
Oh, that was great.
Pods.
That was great. Yeah.
They were staying in character instead of just standing around waiting.
Yeah. But biggest thing to come out of this, Cody Rhodes is just over as fuck. It's just unbelievable. Even in Australia, where the American, the American part of his character does not fucking matter. Like, he's even over there. Like, I've never seen someone so over in such a long time. It's incredible. The crowd is just fully behind him.
Son of a plumber, man.
That's right.
You know.
But yeah, so Cody Rhodes challenges The Rock to a match, and I don't know what you're doing now. What the fuck's happening? There's no more pay-per-views before WrestleMania, so I don't know where you're going with this.
Are they going to do it on SmackDown, like before WrestleMania?
I doubt that. If you're going to have The Rock wrestle, it's going to be a WrestleMania, right? My only thought would be Cody versus Rock on night 1, and then Cody versus Roman on night 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't fucking know.
What
dude.
you
like,
could do.
I don't have any clue.
You could take the WrestleMania 30 route, and then what you could have is The Rock be like, "Hey, okay, you want to face me? Then cool. How about if you beat me, you can face Roman Reigns in the main event. Whoever wins gets Roman Reigns." And then just like Daniel Bryan had to beat Triple H in the first match of the night. then he
There
has
you
to beat
go.
The Rock, and then you could do that again. You could do. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be biased, and I'm going to want The Rock versus Cody on night 2 of the first match of the night because we're going to be there live. But if maybe that's what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to lead towards.
I mean,
that
would be. They certainly could. They certainly could redo WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Have Rock versus Cody Rhodes at the beginning of the night.
Yeah.
Or like you said, have Rock versus Cody Rhodes
on night 1.
Yeah. So that they both, and then it becomes a triple threat match. Or the winner, winner.
Well, yeah, if Cody wins, then it just stays Roman versus Cody. If The Rock wins, it just becomes Rock versus Roman or a triple threat or something like that. But I think with, if you do that with Cody and Rock on night 1, that way everyone that's got just a ticket to night 1 and just a ticket to night 2, you're going to see Cody regardless of what one you go to. So that. A lot of people are going to see Cody, to see Cody, Rock, and Roman, and you might get a chance to see all 3 on both nights.
There's 3 there's 3 matches here. There's Cody versus Roman, there's Rock versus Roman, and then there's Cody versus Rock.
Yeah.
Like how they do that, how they do it, I don't know. Like they could have them be 3 matches. The main event could be Cody Rhodes versus The Rock, then The Rock versus Roman Reigns, then Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the championship.
I don't think we're going to have Roman versus... I think Roman versus Rock is going to be a long build. I mean, now that The Rock is part of the board of directors, he's not... It's not good. This isn't going to be... We're going to have to get familiar with The Rock being around a lot more often than we're used to because... He's now heavily involved with the company. I'm sure he's going to definitely be filming more movies here and there. But if you look at his filming schedule, he's got no movies coming up to be filmed at all. I think he's going to be heavily involved with the WWE moving forward. And, I think what we're likely going to get is probably Rock versus... I still think it's going to be Rock versus Roman in the main event of WrestleMania next year. I think the perfect way to do this is if have Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns, then you get obviously within the bloodline, you're going to have The Rock and Roman, and it's going to be a power struggle of who is in charge of the bloodline and then that will eventually lead to the dissension of the bloodline, and then you got Rock versus Roman at SummerSlam or WrestleMania or something like that.
Yeah. I mean yeah.
Even if you have Roman beat Hulk Hogan's reign and it goes on till the end of the year or Royal Rumble next year, you can still lead to Rock versus Roman because either way, when The Rock does face Roman, I don't think Roman should have the World Championship. That match should just be a match because it can just be a match.
It can and it probably should.
Yeah, and it should
right,
be.
You're right. I don't think anybody really disagrees much with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, where they're gonna go with it, fuck, man, I really just don't know.
Yeah.
And and with some of this stuff, I'm trying not to. There's certain things I love. We love fantasy booking for one reason or another, but there are just some things where I'm like, you know what, with this. I'm not going to try.
Yeah, just sitting back and enjoying it. Yeah.
I am. I'm literally going to #sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
Because, I mean, you're right. And you know what? With storyline, when I say complicated, I don't mean complicated to the point of, I don't understand it. But, storylines are getting more complicated now. Where
it's complex.
Yeah, it's complex. That's a better way. And with that, it's making it harder and more difficult to predict where it's going to go. So that way... It's more like another TV show that, when you tune into, I don't know, some Marvel series where you don't predict. I don't really do that with other TV shows. Only wrestling where I think I know where it's going to go.
Yeah. I don't think about that. I don't think about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right. Exactly.
I don't plan out scenarios where I think some storyline.
And I think
recurring storyline is going to go.
Yeah, and I think that's the kind of storytelling they're trying to do now with the WWE is let's do twists and turns, and you can't make it predictable. So that way you need to just tune in every week, sit back, and just we'll see where it goes, because you never know what way it's going to turn. And now with this here at the Elimination Chamber, with Cody like challenging The Rock, then I don't know anymore, so I'm just going to enjoy it. And that's it. Let's get into the Elimination Chamber, men's Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton.
That's right.
In this chamber.
Once again, fucking great match. Kevin Owens was on another fucking level in this match, man.
Oh, dude, he was feral.
Yeah, it was fucking brilliant. He was just like smacking headbutting the Perspex boxes, and it was just fucking great. Yeah, I love me a feral Kevin Owens.
Yeah, when he finally got out of the pod and went after Logan Paul, Logan Paul's pod opened. And Kevin Owens was waiting for him.
Yeah.
That's what. So beat him up, beat the shit out of Logan Paul, and then when he turned around and Bobby Lashley was there, and Kevin Owens was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And Bobby Lashley speared. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite moments of that match.
Yeah. Really well constructed match, I think. Like, it was just the way it was all built together, and obviously we had AJ Styles coming out, costing LA Knight.
Flew halfway around, flew to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
For the just on the chance that he might have an opportunity to fuck over LA Knight. Not fuck LA Knight. You wouldn't. Yeah, man. That's some dedication.
That's dedication.
That's
right
some
there.
devious dedication.
Yeah.
Hashtag devious dedication.
Yeah, you gotta write that down. Yeah, get that. That's important. But yeah, I mean, just a really, really well built match, and we had obviously Randy Orton was selling that back like a motherfucker. Many people online are thinking that obviously that, I mean, I'm hoping he was fine. I'm pretty sure he was fine. He was just selling the back injury that he'd had. But
yeah,
a lot of people online thinking it was real. I don't think it was real.
No, I don't think it was real either. But
there's no way they would have let him carry on if that was the real.
If they thought for any, no, I think they were playing up on the fact that I also forgot that he gets returned from back surgery. Like,
yeah,
that was the thing that
he's been gone for a year and a half because of his back, and like,
yeah,
so
I forgot that.
But yeah, I mean, like the fucking RKO that he hit on Logan Paul, was so good. Logan Paul sold that so well, man. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we had
God, so many good spots. Too.
Yeah, loads of good spots in this match. I mean, again, Logan Paul just proving why the fuck he should be here. Yeah,
because now we got Randy Orton versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, you could have Kevin Owens, Randy, and Logan in a triple threat for the United States. Hell, I could see LA Knight getting involved in that too, making it a fatal four-way.
Maybe no, but I don't think so. Because Kevin Owens is mad at Logan Paul, yeah, and but Kevin Owens had his match,
yeah,
and he lost his match, and LA Knight isn't involved with him. There is no connection. LA Knight's dealing. LA Knight's dealing with
AJ Styles. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
LA Knight has his own, but it still doesn't. Bobby Lashley's got his own stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I can see Bobby Lashley and like his faction against the with Karrion Kross and stuff.
Yeah, they've still got what the Final Testament. But they played in. But the subtlety of how they played into Bobby Lashley's injured. Like he got injured. He got injured on SmackDown by them. So it was a nice subtle way of him still being strong, but like having
I guess it's a way of like. A good way of the Final Testament, like costing Bobby Lashley the match without actually having to be in the match.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then you would have had involvement from like AJ Styles and Logan Paul and Karrion Kross. It would have been too much. So they had an effect on Bobby Lashley's performance without actually being there.
But I also think the the run-in by AJ Styles was so shocking and unexpected.
Oh yeah,
that it kind of did make it kind of it paused you from thinking about Logan Paul for a moment.
Yeah. And the spears through the for the pods were fucking great as well. Bobby Lashley's spear to Kevin Owens was fucking brutal.
You can't see this, but I am clapping in a circle.
It's called a round of applause. Yes, right.
Round of applause, literal round of applause.
I'll join you. There you go. I'm doing that also. But yeah, I mean, great match. Loads. I mean, this match set up loads for WrestleMania. We got like
set up,
3 or 4 matches set up from this one match. So
we've got obviously we've got Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Yep.
That's going to be a killer.
That's going to for sure.
Immediate thoughts now. Drew McIntyre's taking that title, right?
That's 100%. Yeah, I don't see it any other way. Yeah.
Everybody but Kevin Owens has got his match out of this.
I'd say so, yeah, and I don't know what you got to do something with Kevin. So I don't know what that is.
With Kevin.
You got to do something with Kevin. You got to do something with Sammy as well. I don't know where Sammy fits into all this as well.
KO versus maybe we get an abrupt KO versus Sammy.
Maybe I don't know, but obviously Sammy's doing all these promos on Raw lately saying that he needs to be a world champion. So I don't know where that's leading to either. So who knows?
I think that's leading to next year.
Yeah,
where that's leading.
Or later this year, one of the two. Yeah,
or later this year. Yeah. But
we'll see.
Yeah, everybody's got. We know aside from Kevin Owens, we know where everybody's sitting with it. I mean, I see nothing other than Logan Paul versus Randy Orton. I don't see any. Yeah, you might be able to get Kevin Owens involved in it for a triple threat, but that might be too easy. I think that's too easy, and that's and they're not making it easy or simple here. They're not making it. I think Kevin Owens has a way into WrestleMania.
Well, I think if you think about it, like maybe this is part.
He doesn't.
Maybe this is well. That's what I was about to say. Maybe this is part of their story arc with Sammy and Kevin, because last year they were both the main event of the night one of WrestleMania. Maybe this year they're just like down in their luck that they're not even on the card. So that could be part of it.
Is there proper pricks punk rock picks?
So I got 2 PPPs again. Two punk rock bands from the UK. I like giving out the UK punk bands because I don't think people, especially in the States, really know about the punk scene in the UK too much. First band is called Soft Play. They are originally called Slaves. They recently changed their name from Slaves to Soft Play. You can probably imagine why. But fucking brilliant band. They are based out of Tunbridge Wells. If you don't know, Tunbridge Wells is quite a posh area in the UK. They are formed of literally just a vocalist and drummer and a guitarist and vocalist. So when they do their stage show, the drummer and the guitarist are at the front of the stage together. Yeah, so the drummer's got a microphone as well as the guitarist. So they both do.
Everybody's got a gimmick these days.
Both the lead vocals. Fucking great band. They just released a new song actually called Punk's Dead. So check that song out. It's fucking great. And it also features vocals from pop star Robbie Williams. Don't ask, just go check it out. The other band, if I can get them now, they're called Bad Nerves. They're based out of Essex in the UK, and definitely not a posh area. Bad Nerves are a 5-piece from out of Essex. They're kind of like the Ramones, but are mixed with like kind of the indie sound of like the Strokes, if you know who the Strokes are.
I do, not personally.
Yeah, but yeah, great, kind of almost like pop songs really sped up. Kind of like Descendants in a way, but really
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just distorted kind of. They're fucking great. Just check them out. So Bad Nerves and Soft Play. Those are my 2 bands, my PPPs of the week.
There we go. All right. Eventually, at some point, we've got to make a playlist of this.
Yeah, we need to go back, and I'll definitely do that. I might actually do that tonight. I'll figure out what bands I've said. Next up, we have Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. And I gotta say, probably Nia Jax's best showing ever.
Yeah.
I think, she was good in this match.
when you have her in the ring with someone like Rhea Ripley that just really gets it.
Yeah.
And also is legitimately strong enough to do stuff with Nia.
Yeah.
That that doesn't just involve Nia Jax, muscling and barreling through people.
Yeah.
I think this run of hers and has really, this brought Nia Jax back to like original Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Like the Nia Jax that I actually liked.
Yeah.
The Nia Jax that looked like a professional wrestler, looked like and acted like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, I'm definitely all in on her at the moment. I think she's doing a really good job, like on the mic and in the ring as well. Like, she's definitely improved. She is definitely improved. Yeah, and I think it's great that, like, obviously huge moment for Rhea Ripley being in her home country in a stadium show. Like, it's amazing, but. Yeah. Fuck, Nia Jax can now say that she main evented a pay-per-view in a stadium. Like, not many people can say that.
This is the Nia Jax that I wanted to see. This is the Nia Jax that I missed, like, when she first came up to the main roster. Like,
100%, yeah.
This is a Nia Jax I believe. That's what it comes down to. I believe she wants to be here, too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
that's it.
Totally,
that's really what it is. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. But yeah,
14 minutes and 35 seconds was not enough for me. I really would. I could have seen it longer, but
yeah, it definitely could have been a longer match. But overall, did the job that it needed to do. Obviously, Rhea Ripley's going really strong into WrestleMania now, up against Becky Lynch. And that's going to be a killer of a match. I'm sure it will be, and why wouldn't it be? But overall, what
do we feel? What do we give this?
Yeah.
What do we give this? What do we give this on a 20?
For me, I'd give it a 17. I think it's
I'm giving it 18. Yeah.
18. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I think it's solid.
Actually, you know what? I would go down and give it a solid 17 with you.
Yeah. I know. I mean, as you say, a lot of the matches we kind of knew that the results in a way that we kind of. I guess you could probably go into this knowing that Rhea was going to win, knowing that Becky would win, and probably know that Drew was going to win. It's kind of not that was heavily, but it was kind of like
I didn't know. I didn't have a definitive for either one of the Elimination Chamber matches. I did not have a definitive.
Sure.
Like, I know for sure this is happening.
Yeah.
But all the other matches, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that dropped a little bit, but. The way they won made sense.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, it just great match, great. All the matches were great. All the results are like leading us into WrestleMania, and obviously Elimination Chamber is a bit of a weird one. It's right between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. It's a bit of like it's an awkward
Two
show.
Of the biggest.
Yeah, so it's like
the biggest and the third.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really hard to be in that position, but it did a good job of carrying on the story into WrestleMania, and we had a good, good segment with Cody and Seth, and a lot came out of that. So I think 17 is probably pretty spot on.
Solid
number.
17.
Just to give a quick rundown of what our plans are for the weeks to come is next week, and we're going to roll for this in just a second. We are going to be doing a review of a WrestleMania between 1 and 20. So we'll find out in a second what that's going to be.
And then another WrestleMania between 21 and 39.
Yeah, that would be on the fourth week. On the 26th of March will be our second round. And then on the 12th of March, well, this is when we're recording. I should probably say the 14th of March, sorry. We're going to be doing our WrestleMania Top 12. And now we haven't actually quite decided what our criteria for that's going to be yet, but...
No. So we are going to put some feelers out there to you, our fans, our listeners, who are following us on all our social media and definitely are leaving reviews, aren't you?
Yes, you are. You best be.
Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Punks Talk Wrestling. Patreon.com/Punks Talk Wrestling, where you can listen to all of our uncut episodes until we stop putting our uncut episodes up there, because I don't think anyone's actually listening to any of them. And we might just put up some cut scene things that we cut.
Yeah.
It may just become the cutting room floor, because that seems to be more likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do that, and it's free. You can donate if you want, but you don't have to.
Week 3 on the 21st, we are doing, since WrestleMania is in Philadelphia this year, we're doing a ECW pay-per-view review. So we have never covered any ECW on this show, on the podcast
probably,
before. So.
And I think that's another thing we'll probably ask our listeners for some suggestions. What do you want
definitely.
to hear us? If there's an ECW event specifically, whether it took place in April, whether it took place, it would have to have taken place in Philly.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say a Philly-based one. Yeah, for sure.
That's the point. That's the goal.
Then on the 28th is obviously our WrestleMania review between 21 and 39. And then the week after that, that weekend after that, we head to WrestleMania ourselves. And then we'll be doing the review the week after. So that's our next month coming up.
Yeah, right.
So
we do still for those of us, because we have had a number of messages that have come in regarding the current status of the agreements, the legal proceedings for our inaugural Punks Talk Wrestling Superior Intellect of All Things Wrestling and Phil Collins championship match between this anonymous podcast critic and our own CJ Newman.
Anonymous podcast arsehole, yeah.
What we have been advised by our special counsel Danny the Brain Bauman is that we can tell you that there will be an announcement next week's podcast on when that match will take place.
Okay, this is the first time hearing of this myself. So all I can hope is Danny the Brain Bauman has made a good decision, and
he's made some.
I support Danny, and I support the Brain, and any decision he makes, I'll firmly stick by. He's a trusted man. I trust him. So
as our trusted advisor, as a special counsel, we've put 100% faith in his ability to come up with the most, the question, however this event is going to be taking place, the rules of engagement of this championship bout. And we're looking forward to that. So we will have more information about that next week.
Okay. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, how about we roll for what WrestleMania we're going to be doing our review of next week?
Yeah, let us do our...
So what, shall I roll for 1 to 20 and you roll for the other 20?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. So this is for our episode next week. So I'm rolling for WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 20. So here we go. We are doing a review of WrestleMania 15.
Oh shit! Okay. And for me, that's a 6. So that's WrestleMania 26.
There we go.
All right. What do we got for 15?
WrestleMania 15. We have a fuckload of matches. We have Hardcore Holly versus Billy Gunn and Al Snow for the Hardcore Championship. Got Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett versus D'Lo Brown and Test. We got Butterbean versus Bart Gunn in a Brawl for All match.
No shit.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the brawl. I knew there was something with 15 that was.
We got Mankind versus the Big Show. With the winner being the special referee in the main event. We've got Road Dogg We got Road Dogg versus Goldust. Versus Ken Shamrock versus Val Venus for the Intercontinental Championship. We've got Kane versus Triple H. We got Sable versus Tori for the Women's Championship. We got Shane McMahon versus X-Pac for the European Championship. we've got The Undertaker versus Big Boss Man in a Hell in a Cell match. And we got Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock in a no disqualification match for the WWF Championship. And that's that.
Wait until you hear this.
Okay.
WrestleMania 26.
Okay.
Show Miz. The Miz and Big
Wow.
Show versus John Morrison and R-Truth for the
What
tag
the fuck?
team, for the unified WWE Tag Team Championship.
Okay.
We have Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase.
Oh, wow.
Jr. in
The triple threat.
the
Shit.
triple threat match, which I'm guessing was like the end of Legacy.
Yeah.
Right? We have Jack Swagger, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Evan Bourne, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin in a Money in the Bank ladder
That's
match.
a 10-man ladder match right there. Shit.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a 10-man ladder match right there. Holy shit. Hashtag
That's a 10-man ladder match there. Holy shit.
that's a 10-man ladder match.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Gotta get these for the record. After that, oh my god. It just keeps getting better. Triple H versus Sheamus.
Interesting. Cool.
Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk.
Oh wow.
This is, if Mysterio loses, he has to join the Straight Edge Society of
Okay.
Luke Gallows and Serena. Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon in a no-holds-barred lumberjack match with Bruce Hart as special guest referee.
Oh god.
Chris Jericho versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay. Good stuff.
Alicia Fox, Layla and Michelle McCool, Maurice and Vicky Guerrero versus Beth Phoenix, Eve Torres, Gail Kim, Kelly Kelly, and Mickey James in a
Wow.
10-diva tag match.
Oh boy. Good stuff.
Yeah, that just to let you know what era we're in. This is WrestleMania.
Yeah, can you tell? There's no
It's
women's
WrestleMania.
there's no women's championship matches
There's
there.
no women. There's not even a women's championship match. There's just
That's
10
it.
women
Thrown
in
together.
a 3-minute and 26-second
Fuck me.
match.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's where we were at the time. But then we have John Cena versus Batista for the WWE Championship, and the main event: Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in a no disqualification streak versus career match. Now, of course, we know what the end result is, but holy fucking shit, we get to watch that match.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be amazing. I haven't watched that match in a long time either, so.
No.
All right. Wow, we got a good couple of manias right here.
As far as what we get to watch, that's just,
Well, we got a
that's fantastic.
good like 2010s WrestleMania and a great 90s WrestleMania here. So
Yeah.
man, we've got Stone Cold versus The Rock, and we got Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. I mean, holy shit! Like,
Yeah. Holy shit.
yeah, man. Okay, I'm excited for this. We'll make the roll for once we'll sort out and decide what the ECW pay per view is going to be, probably in a next week. But until then, I think that's pretty much it, isn't it, for this week?
Did the follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Punks Talk Wrestling. I did the patreon.com/Punks Talk Wrestling where you can listen to all our uncut episodes. We did next week's pod discussion. Shout outs. Did we have any shout outs? Because I just deleted it. I don't know.
I don't think we did.
No.
No.
Nope. I don't think there's any shout outs
no.
this week. If you want a shout out, just tell us to shout you out.
And we'll do
How
it.
about that?
Like
Yeah.
for nothing.
Well, yeah, literally for nothing. It's just for the interaction. Just tell us on one of your social media, on one of the social medias that you want us to shout you out, and we'll do it.
We'll just fucking do it. I got no problem.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could. It'd be weird.
Fuck it.
Nobody's ever done that before.
No, but fuck it, we can.
Yeah, fuck it. We can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the Punks Talk Wrestling Inter-Universal Tag Team Podcast Champion hosts of the world.
Exactly. We do whatever the fuck we want. We didn't ask anyone for permission.
We are the Crown. If anybody doesn't understand that, you've got some law. You got to dig.
Yeah,
you got to dig to
you
find
gotta
that.
some digging to find that.
You got to be some. You got to be some OG. There might be like I think maybe Marshall and if Mark is listening.
Maybe Justin. Maybe
Justin probably remembers the Crown.
And Tulo, if Tulo's around, maybe.
Tulo probably because Tulo probably remembers.
Shout out to Tulo, actually.
Shout out to Nick. Shout out to the I guess
the current
still
the
Comedians of Wrestling heavyweight champion.
He actually posted a message to us on Instagram this past week.
Oh shit! Did he? I didn't see. I've been so much not on Instagram, but
He
what did he say?
He said in response to I put a story up to say does Seth betray Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40? And he said, man, it sure does feel like a possibility, but I say no. So that's
nice.
That's the Comedians of Wrestling World Champions.
He does not believe that Seth is going to betray. And I get that. I mean, he is the fake Seth Rollins. He's going to side with that would be exactly what he would say even if he knew that he was going to betray Cody Rhodes.
Son of a bitch. You got me there.
Shout out to the Forbidden Door podcast. Nick Tulo's he did it's worth checking out, even though it's no longer.
Same goes for the Comedians of Wrestling.
And the Comedians of Wrestling. Go check that out. Go check them out if you want to hear where both of us got our inspiration to do this podcast.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think as well, like, if you go back, we'll have to find out the exact episode, but there is a specific episode on there where you'll be able to hear recorded promos from both me and RW.
Oh yeah, we did promo.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check. You know what? We should post them up as reels too.
Oh, we definitely should. Yeah,
I have mine.
Yeah, I'll need to track mine down,
brilliant.
but I'll be able to find it for sure.
Mine is yours is fucking brilliant too. You want to see the birth of the proper prick? That's the proper.
Yeah,
prick.
there it is
That's
in all his glory. Prick. Yeah.